What's up, everybody? It's Stan Grubb for Corner to Corner Wrestling Radio and the Beyond Ringside Radio Network. Hey, join us every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as the triple threat of wrestling radio goes live every week, giving you their thoughts and opinions on the world of professional wrestling. Myself, Brian, and Rob, all live, all here for you. And as my good friend Rob would say, from corner to corner and pillar to post, we bring it to you every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. BeyondRingside.com and ProWrestlingRadio.net.
What's up, everybody? It's Corner to Corner Roadblock Edition. WWE's Roadblock. We are live right now on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network. The triple threat is in the house. Brian trying to make a little bit of sense out of some wiring here. And the magic microphone is mobile. Oh, yes. Mobile. He's going mobile. All right, so what have we seen so far? This has been actually a really nice pay-per-view so far. The Tag Team Championship is finally off. Off the New Day.
Yes.
Sheamus and Cesaro, better known as Shazaro, winning the Tag Team Championship.
And, I've not been a proponent of New Day for a couple of weeks. And I was telling Rob they were just stale. So it's the best thing to happen.
Like moldy bread.
Moldy bread. That's the best thing to happen.
The milk's gone bad. Exactly.
And shenanigans were in play.
Ensued.
At the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sami Zayn wins by not losing.
Correct.
That was the stupidest stipulation I've ever seen. Hey, congratulations. The match lasted 10 minutes. You win. I think from now on, that's how title matches should be. If you can go 8 minutes with Roman Reigns, you win the U.S. Championship. Congratulations.
Now, I guess the bad part will be when they're like, you got to go 9 minutes and 15 seconds.
What? Look at my stomach. Remove a sweatshirt and almost got chopped.
Adam.
Unsafe work environment here.
There you go.
Eddie, how are you, sir?
It has been a up and down week, just trying to figure out exactly which way's up in more ways than I've got active brain cells. Coming off the GCW live event last night in Pell City, Alabama. 8, originally 7, but 8 matches. God love last-minute additions. And that eighth match was really good. It was a 3-way dance in the middleweight division. And, of course, the week before that, Peach State Wrestling Alliance had a great time in Carrollton, and now my attention is being diverted and my focus is being reset to getting past December 25th and getting to December 27th at Opera in Atlanta, Georgia for Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment Show of the Year 3. Oh, boy. This is going to be good.
So is that the title of the pay-per-view?
Show of the Year.
Or is the show?
The
no, oh boy?
Yeah.
Is that how y'all do it in the Deep South?
No, not necessarily. Oh boy is
the South, boy. It's just called oh boy.
Oh boy is an emphatic statement utilized to exclaim a perspective or point of view.
So what's the main event of Show of the Year 3?
One of the main events involved is going to be a tag team ultimate sacrifice cage match featuring Chip Day and Murder One, the Kraken of the Hierarchy, taking on
Kraken?
the Kraken, Kraken, no relation to the alcoholic beverage, even though I'm pretty sure Murder One may have actually made one once in a while. But from there, they will be taking on Nick Iggy, Kerry Awful, the Carnies, formerly known as Team IOU. This is going to be a barn burner of a cage match.
Speaking of the Carnies, they had a great match last night at ACW. God, I can't remember They were going for the Tag Team Championship. They came up just short, but it was a great matchup. I cannot remember the name of their opponents. They're twins, though. That's what I remember. Looked an awful lot like Shane Helms' old tag team, the Dynasty.
Ah. Yeah, wasn't a fan of. Was more of a fan of Helms, which I'm really not a fan of, than I was the Helms Dynasty.
Well, I think that we may be seeing more of, well, you could say, a hurricane coming through. We did finally locate the volume, thankfully. Our Oh. Somebody else is speaking
Wow.
over here. That's not
And
good.
it's only taken us a year for that to happen.
Seth Rollins, Chris Jericho, live right now. Rollins going for the pedigree, getting blocked off. Last night, Flow Slam.
Yes.
Flow Slam had
we're live,
House of
Rob.
Hardcore 3, Shine 39. So if you get a chance, you need to check that out. We've seen more happen in this past week in wrestling than I can recall in recent memory. With, of course, the announcement of the UK Championship for WWE, highlighted by 16 previously unsigned talents to WWE in a 16-man tournament for the belt. And
Nigel!
we just talked about it last week, signing on for a broadcast position opposite Michael Cole, which will probably suck. Nigel McGuinness in WWE. He's finally attained his one goal that he couldn't accomplish before. So we're really happy for him there. Oh, Jericho just ate a foot. Ouch.
Yeah, I kind of hope though he eventually becomes like the commish.
Yeah.
Because I really like that in ROH. So
The question now will be, oh, wait, here comes Kevin Owens running in to help his best friend ever. Nope, Seth Rollins says no.
well, Jericho did throw a president's scarf that
How dare
he
he?
gave to Jericho. Oh, there
no
it
way.
is. Oh, here we go.
You gotta be kidding me. Not like this! Oh, good God. I was about to freak out. Not really.
And I think this will be your WrestleMania main event for Raw.
Jericho and
Owens.
You know what? That'd be pretty good.
I think that's it. Yeah.
And of course, joining us, the
Finally.
other part of the triple threat, Rob Hefner is here. Brian Taylor, of course, is here. I'm Stan Grubb. Eddie Lane, we've heard from. A little late on the intros, but what the heck, right? It's our show. We'll do what we want.
It's Stan's show. We're just here.
No. It's our show this week.
It's the Stan Show.
Oh.
It's the
Stan Show with Rob and Brian. It's the Stan Show with Rob and
Can we isolate that and play that for our intro from now?
Hey, don't worry about it. You can have all this radio time because we've already figured out
left and right.
when we open the comic book shop what it's going to be called.
Two broke guys in
No,
comics.
go on, tell them, Ron.
Two slackers and a wanker.
And you're the wanker.
Wow. So we're opening it in the UK, I guess?
No, it don't matter, but you're the wanker.
Wow. That's not nice.
But the problem is our credit card machine would say 2S wanker.
Jeez. Well, alrighty then.
Show and his left and right. It's a Stan Show.
I don't like being referred to as a nut. Testicles.
Sorry, Eddie. It's just me. I derailed this thing. I'll shut up now.
Seth Rollins wins pedigree over Chris Jericho, keeping things in proper perspective, to quote Eddie Lane. So Rollins beats Jericho, presumably putting him back in line for the title against Owens.
No.
Unless Roman Reigns does the unthinkable and wins the Universal title tonight.
Both titles?
If
Heard an
Roman
interesting
wins,
stat during the celebration for the tag team titles tonight. Sheamus is the 6th guy to win the WWE title, the United States title, the Royal Rumble, and the tag team titles. He's only the 6th in WWE history. I thought that was pretty cool.
So who are the other 5?
Shawn Michaels.
Of course
No,
he knew that name.
I take that back. Shawn Michaels did not win the U.S. Championship. Chris Benoit.
Can't talk about that name.
Yeah, well, they're not going to say it, but we can say it. Steve Austin. Let's see here.
So that stat had some WCW
WCW.
lineage.
We got to think the WCW U.S. title didn't come to WWE till Winnie Mac bought it for a Happy Meal.
I think Jericho. No, Jericho's never won the Rumble, and don't know if he's had the U.S. title. Let's see. U.S. Championship. Cena.
Dun, dun, dun. Who is coming back in, I guess,
2
a
weeks
week and a
in
half?
Chicago.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
That means SmackDown roster is so boring that they're like, hey guys, this guy's coming back in 2 weeks.
Please come back, John. We need you.
So please watch us for another week because he'll be back.
I still think he's kind of hypocritical for making the comments that he did about The Rock. And then now he's basically doing the same thing that The Rock did.
Yeah, but see, the difference is, though, The Rock took 10 years off.
That's true. He took a long time.
Right. Cena is still
Nick
actively...
is an expensive habit. He got to keep working.
Yeah, well, so's that house.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Well,
somebody
notice
could've-
when she, like the episode of Total Divas, when she moved in, there wasn't nothing in the house.
Well,
And then now it's like you're watching that thing is full.
it's got a woman's touch going on.
But I do thought it was pretty slick. After she unpacked her last box, is when he goes,
So
I need
here's
you
the
to sign
paperwork.
this. What's this?
75 pages.
This is the, you can't talk about anything that goes on here, and when I tell you to get out, you got to get out.
Oh. Makes you wonder if maybe John Cena's got a little something going on. You know what I mean?
No.
Enzo getting murdered.
He's been burned before.
Maybe.
If you were that filthy rich, wouldn't you have learned your lesson a couple
I
times?
mean, come on, man. It's
She ain't worth it.
Chris Rock said it best. If you got $30 million and your wife won 15, you ain't starving. But if you got 30,000 and your wife won 15,
so you're not saying you'd have killed her, but you understand.
it's like, I ain't going to live with my mama because you ain't in love.
Well, oh no, already a Roadblock rematch. Wow, that didn't take long.
For the match that doesn't even... Why is Cass fighting Rusev? Shouldn't it be Enzo fighting Rusev?
Well,
No, but Enzo said it best in that little skit that he's got the 7 foot. You know, he's got the bodyguard.
He's got the 7-foot leg.
Yeah. He's got somebody that can fight his battles.
All right, so we got the Cruiserweight Championship coming up. We've got Brian
And no
Kendrick.
matter how hard Brian Kendrick tries, WWE Shop is not selling that flag.
They won't.
All right? They're not putting it in WWE Shop.
So we got Kendrick, Rich Swann, and T.J. Perkins.
Well, somebody explained the flag.
Brian-
Oh, Austin Aries. Look at that. Wow.
Main man, the greatest man that ever lived.
Ever lived.
How much he weigh? Can we put the cruiserweight on him?
Yes. I think, no.
yeah,
he's probably a
within
little too heavy because 205 is the limit. He's probably a good 215, 220.
Yeah. I'm sure they'd overlook it.
Yeah, they should
his
just
work rate.
Yeah, they should just get rid of the 205 limit and just put cruiserweight. I don't know. He might be close to 205.
Oh, that kick from Rich Swann is pretty sick. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Got a rhyme for every time and a reason for every season. Oh yeah.
I still want to see Cedric.
Well, he's with Alicia Fox.
Not really. Let's not spread rumors now.
Well,
Storyline. Story.
So the night they do that, I tweeted out, and I included Ariel Monroe in my tweet.
I saw that.
Who
How'd that go
responds
for
back
you?
to me? She says, "Kayfabe." I was like, "Okay, my bad."
We just found out Stan's middle name, Mark.
I mean, are you having fun? I mean, what are you doing there, Padawan?
He's showing us the clothes on the ground that he has not
Rob,
taken care of.
don't go near that door.
The door is scary.
Can't sleep. Door will get me. Can't sleep. Door will get me.
All right, so what else has been going on?
Oh my!
Come on, man.
So the latest word from New Japan Pro Wrestling. This kind of cracked me up. I told you guys about this. One of their representatives advised that WWE, what they're seemingly doing is creating their own territories, and there's an announcement forthcoming. But pretty soon it's going to be you're either with WWE or you're against them. So I was telling the guys that it sounds like, this is all kind of speculation, but it sounds like they're headed towards New Japan versus WWE.
Well, maybe it's not just that. Maybe it's because Ring of Honor ain't going to fold for him.
No.
So maybe we'll get a nice mix. Because if you got New Japan, then you got Ring of Honor.
Well, if everything we've seen so far with WWE and Ring of Honor is true, I could go my whole life without seeing that guy dancing. No, Rob. No, they're not ready. Put it away. So
Rick Swan is going to join New Day. I mean, he should be with New Day.
I was really waiting for New Day tonight to turn and to beat up on Sheamus and Cesaro.
Could you imagine if he joined New Day, New Day regains the tag titles, he has the cruiserweight, and then they send Kofi or one of them, and they grab the U.S. title.
I like that, though. Looks cool.
All right, you done got sidetracked. Go on back.
I know.
New Japan.
New Japan, okay. They're stating that there's going to be an announcement coming soon.
Brain Bossa!
Pork Croc!
Kenny Omega!
Yo!
I open fuck you.
So anyway, it's feasible to think that, WWE and Ring of Honor already have a working relationship. They're already doing very well.
Eddie's already turned us off.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gone. I'll talk to you guys later.
Now replaying Midnight Black Mass.
It's good talking to you guys. Thanks. So, but
whoa!
And
Screwed that one up.
A knee to the face.
A hard knee and a little crotch shot too.
Face full of stuff. Face full of stuff.
All right, so finish. We're never going to get this out.
So, it is feasible to think that we could see an actual storyline.
Finally.
A war between
that we've been calling for. Here, you heard it all here.
That's right. We've been
predicting it. Yeah.
Oh, Kendrick just gave him a receipt.
Yeah, there you go. Oh!
TJ Perkins just made sure he gave him his
Not my buddy. You're not going to hit my buddy.
How dare you hurt Swanee? Honestly, I think the belt's better suited on Perkins.
Here comes some potatoes.
Oh. Sunset.
Yeah. So, speaking of New Japan.
Oh, look at that knee bar. God, that is slick.
Tell us about your New Japan thing. That's really cool.
Well, it's Oliver. Well, I shouldn't say that.
Corner to corner.
Corner to corner, yeah. So we... Yeah, we got
give Rob a hug. Man needs some loving.
Damn. So... Corner to Corner is now the proud owner of one New Japan Pro Wrestling World.
Oh, yeah. Subscription. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We are a world.
Mm-hmm.
Worldwide.
Prestige.
Prestige.
Although I have figured it out that wrestling is not quite as fun when you don't really understand what they're talking about.
Brain Buster!
Brain Buster!
That's kind of it. There's a whole lot of... What?
Yeah, even... Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Even some of the names are like...
I hate that heel kick. That heel drop kick doesn't look worth a crap. Like, Tony Nese does it. He does it all the time, and it's like the foot just comes right over here at the side of your head. It doesn't even come racing in.
You're supposed to... Your eyes are not supposed to be on the heel. They're supposed to be,
It's supposed to look like he's actually hitting in the face.
The smoke and mirrors.
Never mind, he's smacking himself in the ass while he's falling down.
Hey, don't give out secrets.
Trade secrets.
So, yeah, but what, 20... No, it goes back to 1973.
Yeah.
All types of footage.
Everything. Yeah. The Hellraisers with Hulk and Kensuke Sasaki.
Hogan and Muda.
Yes. Hulk Hogan in his IWGP champion days.
Mm-hmm.
This is back when Hulk Hogan could truly wrestle.
Or probably had to wrestle.
He had 10 moves.
Maybe 11. Let's just be nice and give him 11. A suplex counts if he does it a couple different ways.
Some Abdullah the Butcher, Bruiser Brody,
Cactus Jack, Terry Funk.
Oh, I love Bruiser Brody.
Who did the King of the Death Match? That wasn't New Japan.
That was King of Death Match was FMW and IWA South, I think.
No, over in Japan.
The one that the famous one is FMW, Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling. I think that's what it stood for. Anyway, that was the one that we had the tape of that had the Dynamite match between Cactus Jack and Terry Funk.
I think we might still have that.
Somewhere. We had it on VHS because I remember as soon as I got it, we watched it. This would have been about 97-ish, somewhere in that.
Yes, we did. We did do some of the tape buying.
We did the tape trade a little bit here and there. Let's see. Last night I watched JBL or Live Legends with JBL. His interview with Medusa. Really good insight to
Bad spot.
her signing with WCW. Her thoughts on dropping the belt in the trash, and then her thoughts on today's women's revolution and today's division. So, man, T.J. Perkins, when he slaps that knee bar on, it's crisp, and he can put it on just about from anywhere. I think he could probably do it from the top rope.
Crisp.
It would kill somebody, but
Crisp.
very fluid.
All right, so what you have to say? Yeah.
I mean, as far as anything eye-opening,
No, Stan, I will not go out with you.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't look like she's aged gracefully.
Right. So you would say she is obsolete?
Obsolete. Now I hear
Delete.
And how can we not bring up?
Hey, Eddie. Too sweet me, bro.
Oh, yeah. We told him about last week, Eddie.
So how can we not bring up?
Eddie, I think, has left the boards.
He actually says, be away from his keyboard for a while. He probably heard the too sweet coming.
Or something else I said.
Or did.
Oh, look at Austin Aries. Fine, yeah. All right, so going.
Aries recovering from facial reconstruction
Yeah,
surgery
bad.
from his orbital bone. They had to reconstruct the orbital bone and also reposition his eyeball. If you cannot believe that, it's ridiculous. You should see some of the pictures he put on Twitter. Anyhow.
Super kick!
Thursday nights, total, nonstop, and Rich Swann defends the Cruiserweight Championship. All right. He's going to go to Kendrick again. He's the man we could plan. Oh, this was his last chance.
But I thought that was last chance for Kendrick.
It's always last chance.
No, he's got one last chance.
Yeah, because if you have one last chance, that means you got another last chance.
Yes.
Oh, he's just like the
You always
justice
got a
system.
last
He got an appeal.
Yeah, you always got a last
I got an
chance.
appeal for my appeal.
So,
There's a
total,
mystery.
nonstop deletion.
What a beautiful train wreck you was.
Rockstar Spud did the honors for King Maxwell.
King Maxwell.
I would have to say this event is even something like, even me with ADD, ADHD, even I couldn't keep up with this.
It was crazy.
I'm like, where the hell is this going?
Wait, time out.
Oh, wait a minute. Neville.
Time out.
Neville is coming out for a face-off with Rich Swann.
Time out. What is ADDHD or whatever you said?
Attention deficit disorder. Attention deficit hyperactive disorder.
You just threw them all together.
It's a diagnosis.
It's an actual thing.
All together.
Yes. You can have ADD or you can have ADHD. Or you can be like me and be super special and have both of them.
Oh, look. Neville just drops him.
Neville with the heel. Oh, ow, ow. Ooh.
Neville with like the evil Lancelot look.
Don't do it, T.J. Perkins.
Yeah, but this has been in the works for a while.
Oh!
He just kicked him into Jimmy.
Kick him in the Jimmy.
He's
Oh,
ouch.
what's he got in the side? What's he got in the side of his tights?
a wing?
He's,
Pegasus wing.
Davey Broken Wings.
Yeah.
They'll learn to fly.
Or no,
now.
those are his ears. You're talking about Rick Swan.
Oh, so Rick Swan, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those are Pegasus ears.
Look at that crybaby face. No.
See, he's got the wings on his tights. He needs to be with Kofi because Kofi's got him on his shoes.
Dang. Neville is not playing around.
Oh!
Hey, go on.
Months in the making right here, though.
Yeah.
After the injury, he had a different attitude.
T.J. Perkins is about to eat some steel. Nope, just the wall.
Months in the making.
Yeah, because after he
Talking
came
about
back
ever since they signed him and called him the thing that gravity forgot.
No,
and then he
he
became the thing that creativity forgot.
Yeah, he would have.
Well, I mean, he did have a spotlight thing with
The thing,
Stephen Amell.
the wrestler that booking forgot.
Well, I think
He was like Santino Morelli. There for a while, they're like, he still works here? Cobra!
There's your new cruiserweight champ right there.
This will be ending badly. You notice Kendrick's just laying outside like, nope. I'm staying right here.
Yeah, I'm not getting up.
My last chance is next week.
You're like, I don't care who you are, Austin. I'm not getting up.
I damn near broke my neck.
Boy, talking about
He
ears.
Bill.
He got Dumbo ears, man. He could fly.
Hey.
They make him aerodynamic.
Yeah.
He gotta have them ears going with that nose.
That's how he gets that great hang time when he does the 450.
Maybe that's why he's so angry. The nose.
I mean, if I looked like a grumpy old troll that lived under a bridge, I'd be angry too. There's the crash cage.
What's the Owen Hart line from the about
Look like a damn road sign.
Oh my God, that
How big my nose is.
We miss you, Jason Sensation. Your impressions were great. And his expertise. Owen Hart. Him too. The crash cage.
The crash cage. Well, I guess if the cage falls when you got the title in the cage, of course you're going to be champ.
Right.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
It's like if you last 10 minutes with Braun Strowman. Hey,
Right.
Congratulations, you're the champ.
Congratulations, yeah.
Sometimes when you lose, you really win.
Right.
But
Or sometimes when you
win,
lose.
you really lose.
But sometimes when you lose, you lose.
Yeah. The fans still should have thrown the damn towel back. That would have been
I know.
hilarious.
Sometimes when you're a match, nobody cares.
But sometimes when you lose, you also tie.
Yeah.
I
don't know if I'd have
so
been
how
nervous.
funny would that have been, though, actually, if the ref doesn't see Foley throw the towel away, and then the fan throws it by the time the ref turns around, and the ref sees the towel and throws the whole match off of something stupid.
Kevin Owens locked out of Jericho's dressing room.
Yeah, he
You
should
stay
be.
away from me,
Should be. He's made the list.
you stupid idiot. Come on, Chris.
Sign
I'm
falls
sorry.
off, says the women's room.
Whoops.
Woo!
Well, hello, Charlotte. No. Uh-oh. Here comes the I love you, Chris.
I wasn't even in the room, man.
All right, so
Total nonstop deletion.
no total nonstop deletion.
All right, total non-stop deletion. Favorite segment of the night?
Ricky Morton in the crane.
Let me down, you crazy bastard.
Ribs over. Yeah, ribs over.
Robert Gibson's on the bottom going, oh, but never got him at somebody.
How do you know? I mean, you don't even know where he's looking.
Oh,
He's looking left,
man.
he's looking right, he's looking left and
All
right.
right. His was that. What was yours?
I would say the reincarnation of the Hurricane when he gets thrown out of into the lake of rejuvenation, comes back as Sugar Shane Helms. You guys aren't 3 count. They super kick him out, and all of a sudden, poof! Here's the Hurricane, who flies, by the way, with green glow as he flies away. I thought that was pretty awesome. You know what really didn't make a lot of sense to me? The world title match that had no ending.
Or the fact that they burned the big cross in the field again?
Why?
Wait, I missed
Or the
that.
fact that they had the big volcano in the backyard?
The little dirt
person-
mountain.
They threw a guy in the volcano. Crazy Steve gets thrown in the volcano and he erupts and he goes flying and he lands in the ring.
Do we realize? Here's the thing. My favorite moment of the night, I guess, is the fact that they had a higher production budget for no total nonstop deletion than an entire season of TNA.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's,
That's true.
and they probably made more money because the crowd at the
there's
Hardy,
only 50 of them.
but they all paid to be there.
no.
They didn't get in free like other.
They're the friends of the
No,
Hardys.
yeah, Friends of the Hardys, they got it free.
They're the ring crew.
Right. Oh, and hey, congratulations to Mrs. Hardy. Reby Sky is pregnant with their second child. That's how they celebrated their victory.
But notice the 2 rings. Did anybody see the 2 rings they had? Because they had the six-sided ring in the building, and then they had the other one outside.
Yeah.
I'm going, some county commissioner goes, you want to do what? You want a permit for what?
Abyss and Crazy Steve killed 2 guys. Crazy Steve snaps one guy's neck, and then Abyss just takes a big boulder and smashes his head. And when he pins him with his foot, all you see is the boulder in the guy's body.
I mean, I'm all for the total aspect of the match with the total tag team tournament invitation. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And I think the WWE this day and time would be open to sending some of their lower guys, But
Tell me that didn't reek of something we would have done back in the day.
Oh, yeah, that was...
If we could have figured out how to do our own volcano.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it worked. I just wish it had more, I guess, structure.
Yeah.
Because one minute you're fighting in the weeds, the next minute you're like Jeff Hardy's fighting off the Rock and Roll Express all by himself. Some other guys fight, Matt Hardy's down here fighting Abyss. And then
Right.
weird guys are coming to the gate. Where's everybody? Like, the hell?
How about Rockstar's Spud? I'm waiting for the big guy.
It's supposed to be a train wreck that you just cannot take your eyes off of.
And you couldn't.
You literally couldn't.
From beginning to end, you literally couldn't take your eyes off.
You could not take your eyes off of it.
You may not have been able to follow it, and I'm right there with you, but it was a train wreck that you wanted to watch.
And let me tell you, the true stroke of genius here, the absolute true stroke of genius, is the interaction with ROH challenging the Young Bucks, and then the Young Bucks never showing up.
Right.
Because that's what we were all waiting for.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so you keep watching from beginning to end, and it doesn't happen. The Bravado Brothers, though, they showed up. They are Ring of Honor, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. They're all over the independents. They had worked in TNA before. Mm-hmm. The Ugly Ducklings was the tag team that got killed. Conveniently, he killed the Ugly Ducklings. Let's see, we had
Hornswoggle
and Rockstar Spud.
Well, I guess he's just Swoggle now.
Yeah. Swoggle.
And a cameo by the only Disco Inferno.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was glad that he didn't have to get involved with that.
Wasn't there another cameo in there, too?
And Road Warrior Animal.
Right,
yes,
Road Warrior
that
Animal.
was great. Where he's like, Ricky, what are you doing?
How'd you get up there, boy?
Well, I was coming from Chucky, Tennessee, and, down there at School of Morton, we got 3 rings, and come on down on Saturday, and we got yourself a good show. Bob Eaton going to be down there, and Tommy Rich, and, come on down to Chucky, Tennessee. Sorry.
Well, then you've got James Storm comes out with the DCC.
Yeah,
and
none of them are DCC.
The truck driver that got his truck stolen during that whole deal comes out with the mask on, and then he says, DCC for life, too sour me, bro. And he gets squashed, so James Storm just stands there. Cool, get a paycheck, and he's out the door.
He's like, yeah, what are you doing? He wasn't even on my team.
He was pleading his case. He's not on my team. He's not on my team.
I don't even know this boy is.
Now we're heading to the Iron
Here's
Woman
my favorite time of the match, right? The guy behind Sasha staring at her booty. And then the guy behind him going, no, Charlotte, no.
Guys, she's crying. That one guy's just totally just creepy staring at her.
And
that's Charlotte in front of me.
You did forget, though, the line of the night with Helms and Matt Hardy.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Even the man with 3 H's would be proud of the way we buried these talented young men. They're both with a thumbs up.
Then the pose.
You know that WWE watched that. You know that Triple H had to have liked it.
Triple H is thinking, we could do one of these at the Performance Center.
Right.
And they picked up like 20,000 people.
Yeah.
And they jumped about 20 spots in the ratings.
Yep.
Off of that train wreck.
Go figure. So you take Dixie out of the equation and you just let it happen.
You let the wrestlers book themselves, and look what happens.
Well, it didn't work for WCW.
We're back in the dusty days.
I mean, not one thing on there you could actually classify as a true wrestling match.
No.
The powerbomb into the crowd.
Right.
Liability, fool.
Well,
little Johnny get caught off guard, take a butt to the face.
Bam! Well, Maxo just stands there as Rockstar Spud gets tased from behind. Abyss gets shot in the back with a Roman candle, then gets hit in the head with the Roman candle.
He took one right in the face.
I'm like, what the hell? Then
I wonder if Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson turn to each other while they're holding the Roman candles, running through the field going, what the hell? We should have saved better.
I wish so much that Jim Cornette would have been there just to hear him go, what the hell is this?
I'd love to see him there with the tennis racket.
Man.
You're damn Smoky Mountain champions. What the hell are y'all doing?
And the Night of the Skywalkers.
No, Mama. No. That would have been funny to have him fall. Just out of nowhere.
Have them put Jim Cornette in the volcano. I'm too old for this. Damn it.
They did the whole throwback between...
Or Jim Cornette go into the lake. You come out with the feather rug.
Well, you had Ricky Morton and Jeff Hardy thumb wrestling at the top of the
and biting his knuckles.
Yeah. Man.
I told Brian, you got to give Jeff Hardy the award of the night for the best selling of an arm bar.
Yeah.
Up in a scaffold or whatever it is.
3 feet apart, and
Like
you're
in a
still
crate,
selling
and you're like, about to come over the side.
I like that as Apocalypto is starting, they get the crowd out. All right, everybody's got to go. Smokes everywhere.
I just like how Eddie Edwards got thrown through the wall that didn't exist.
Right.
You know? Wow, nobody noticed the door that's sitting on the other side of that was open.
The paper just rips, and they're like, wait, there's the door.
I mean, at first I was sitting there looking at it going, man, Matt Hardy's got himself a nice little setup. He's got fire extinguishers in his building. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. No, that's a door.
Yeah, but that's the type of stuff we would have done. Let me put this sheetrock in front of the door, and somebody just speared.
Oh, I think we've taken a couple of sheetrock shots.
I mean, but if we had set it up like a door.
Yeah, we never done that.
Through it.
Yeah, that'd have been awesome.
But there wasn't any ending to that. That match just didn't end.
And why is it like, come on?
Well, they'll probably pick it up next Thursday.
Just have them fight to the
just
have
them
fight
come
and
right
come back.
right down the aisle, just fighting away.
They have fought for 587 miles.
Gentlemen, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
And it's perfect that y'all were on this. By the way, Stan, I'm back at the keyboard.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Why do you feel that the internet wrestling community, the IWC, the vaunted, if you will, has been so divided and polarized about total nonstop deletion and apocalyptic, or whatever the hell it was called? I wanted to say Apocalyptica, but they're actually a modern rock band. Why do you think why do y'all think everybody was so divided and either they loved it or they hated it? Nobody was ever, there was but I mean, Rob?
Why is everybody divided? Because it's not a typical product that you see. It's not the typical TV formatted wrestling event that we're all used to. I mean, that's what I said the problem that I had with it. It's like you had the world title match going on the same time you had the tag team melee going on. So, and plus they're still shooting other angles with Vanguard 1 and all this other stuff. So it was like, I think that was the biggest problem people saw. Other thing, I think people were mad because they didn't think of it.
Yeah.
All that, oh, dang, if I'd have thought about it. But,
Brian?
I mean, I thought it was good. Could it work every week? No. But could that format work for TNA?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. If they find their niche, because it was kind of like, it reminded me of a lot what Lucha Underground was doing.
Yeah.
So now it's like, instead of going after WWE, we're like, all right, we're going to be the American Lucha Underground. Redneck Rising or whatever.
Redneck Rising.
Hey, Bubba, I'm going to hit me a tope con hilo here.
A what?
A tope con hilo. You ain't never heard of that?
I'm going to hit you with a Dixie Downsider.
Okay, I like that better. So I'm going to go up and over the top rope, put my ass over my head, and come down with my butt stinking right on your nose.
Ew.
While drinking a beer.
Get her done.
Brian, why do you think the internet is so divided?
I just think people have forgotten. Some people have forgotten what wrestling is. It's not meant to be taken serious, even though we all do from time to time.
Most of.
But it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And that, again, that train wreck was about the best fun I've had in a long time. I don't remember laughing so much.
Honestly, I don't think it matters if they like it or not. The fact is they're talking about it. It was trending on Twitter. It was a gain in the ratings.
And for the record, Sasha Banks has one major wedgie going on right now.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Ho, ho, ho.
You can't call her a hoe.
I'm sorry.
3 times, look.
I'm sorry. She's a married woman. Someone made an honest woman out of her.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. All right, so back on track. I honestly don't think it matters whether they liked it or not. The fact is, it did exactly what everybody wanted to do. It did what the Hardys' goal was, and that was make people talk about it. I didn't see a lot of negativity on my timeline. What I did see was
porn.
Well, hey.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at Sasha again. Anyway, I was distracted. Good angle. So, I don't think it really matters if the internet likes it or not, as long as they're talking about it. Now, if they weren't talking about it, if they didn't react.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, what this did was for TNA alone was finally get some other coverage in the media instead of who owes who money and why can't Dixie buy a popsicle? Like,
oh, I know. She's broke.
Like, there's only so. I think the wrong person is in the pyramid scheme here.
Yeah.
I think Dixie is the head of this pyramid scheme.
So, get this. Jeff Jarrett's in talks to go back to TNA. Global Force didn't quite pan out the way he was expecting.
Yeah, let's get back to... Oh, goodness gracious.
Wow.
Let's get back to deletion for a minute.
Delete!
I want to know what they're smoking in the offices for them to actually give Matt Hardy this much reign. And they have tape on the last two events to know this is going to be something so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt, here. You give me the bag of weed, and there's your script.
This is not laced. Yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I want the Grim Creeper this time because I'm just going to let you have the blank check and everything.
We don't want the stuff your brother got sent to his house.
That's still a soft spot for old Jeffrey Nero. Brother Nero!
You just...
don't forget that was...
Get busted.
I think that was... What was the name of the guy who came out and wrestled as?
Itchweed.
There you go. Like, hello.
Read between the weed on that one.
I mean...
Hopefully that character will be just a Hardy compound only character.
What? You mean like Willow?
No, wait.
Supposed to be only for Omega. Then
thank you.
What?
Yeah, I was about to say you said Omega. And it's like never mind. And by the way, Rob, you took my line right out from under me because y'all asked the question: how did Matt get this much rain? Because Brother Nero brought in the brownies.
I mean, it sure seemed like it.
How do you even
can only pay your staff now in beer and weed? You can't pay them in money.
Wait.
I want you to think about your head of control, your creative control. You're the head guy, and I come to you saying, "Look, we're going to do something so stupid. It's going to be a train wreck, but it's going to be like Dumb and Dumber. Everybody's going to love it.
Best train wreck ever."
And you can be like, "Oh, sure."
What's the most annoying sound in the world?
Have you noticed that every time Matt Hardy is in the ring, as he's walking up to somebody, it's always like he's some kind of ghost or something? What the hell is wrong with Matt Hardy?
You see when the people were talking to him backstage in the vignettes, he's standing there going...
He does this whole chomping thing, too. So I watched him in his cage match with Tommy Dreamer.
Himself a good hit.
And he's like, he's going to bite it. And then
he's seeing pink dragons.
Every chance he gets, he's chewing on Tommy Dreamer's thumb.
There's a pink dragon behind you.
Well, I think he's one of the best things out there right now, though. Matt Hardy and this craziness that we love to watch.
I think Charlotte Bow got her neck broke. That looked nasty.
There's a lot of missed spots.
How deep under her chin it is.
Yeah, a lot of missed spots.
Speaking of missed spots.
All right.
So, John Hennigan and Phoenix, House of Hardcore 22. Hennigan goes for a catapult kind of deal, gets his feet up to the top rope, and then face plants right to the mat.
Oh.
And the crowd, of course, they're in Philly. So what's the chant that they came up with?
No. Thanks. Yeah, we're doing so well.
You beep. Hey, can we censor that like they do on TV? You beep, bit, mother, beep. Like,
hey, it's been a couple weeks.
It's been a while.
I've been good.
Welcome back. To all the censors that we forgot about.
That would be me.
You got to keep Eddie on his toes. You know what I'm saying?
Want to keep you moving, buddy. Keep that
This
blood
doesn't happen on
and-
Midnight Black Mass.
I can take my hand off the censor button. Oh, crap. Here it goes again.
I'm going to walk away from the
Brian,
keyboard.
don't throw it to Brian.
Yeah.
Finger cramp. Finger cramp.
Hey, Brian.
I haven't had a cramp like this since I was 16.
14.
14. Got it right.
Famous last words from Eddie.
Oh.
I'm going to be away from the keyboard. Blah, blah, blah. That's like just saying mom's home. Like,
Yeah, and Brian, if you thought that one was going to get by.
But I'm afraid I've got some
You got to let it by. Unless the FCC calls.
FCC won't let him be.
So we are live, of course, on BeyondRingside.com. The chat room is open. If you want to send us your thoughts on either the pay-per-view tonight, your thoughts on Total Nonstop Deletion,
Or the total nonstop wreck train wreck this show is.
or how about this one? So I saw on NoDQ.com, one of our frequented news sites, I think.
Ours?
They're doing their year-end awards for best wrestler, worst wrestler, and all that. And there is an ongoing debate between wrestling fans, between people that love or hate Roman Reigns. He is currently, last I looked earlier this afternoon, losing to Eva Marie in the worst wrestler bracket. So Eva Marie's at 27%, he's at 22%.
Oh.
And then in the best wrestler category, he's also at like 20%. How is it feasible to have, you got him in the worst and the best, and nobody can agree?
Because if you're not first, you're last.
Thank you,
Well,
Ricky Bobby.
I look at us. Look at how long we have gone back and forth about Roman
That's
Reigns.
true. That's true. I mean, I wouldn't call him
I've
the
been a
worst
solid
wrestler
hater
out
of
there.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I've been.
I mean-
I won't say he's a bad wrestler.
Right.
His gimmick sucks.
Yes. Yeah. What's the worst part of it is they finally get him, even with the U.S. title, they get him over, and then he starts talking again. It's like, you just ruined it.
Yeah,
Well, no,
he
they
screwed up.
My
It's done
issue
for
is
me.
My issue is they finally get him over to the U.S. title. They put him there. People are finally like, all right, we got it.
Right.
Now what do? Push him to the title again.
Again, and it does seem forced.
Instead of leaving him right there and letting him have
Right.
a couple good feuds, and make sense with it, instead of all of a sudden he hates Lana and he hates Rusev, so then he beats Rusev one weekend, and all of a sudden, all right, nobody hates each other anymore.
And does nobody else in the WWE want the U.S. title? You notice that nobody is actually saying, well, I'll take a title shot.
I think after tonight, Sami Zayn would have wanted it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he
you
went
go-
10 minutes with the Braun Strowman.
You know, something tells me this match is going to get added time.
Like a sudden death overtime kind of thing?
Yeah, like there's no winner at 30 minutes.
That was almost like running in place, Sasha.
This is
Don't
like-
do that
this
ever
is the
again.
thing-
Oh, good God. Sasha Banks is dead.
Oh my goodness,
Dude, they're going to show that on a replay here in just a second.
Yeah, y'all just.
Sasha just took a wicked
I'm really hoping she got her hands up, and you can
I
tell
don't
that
think
she
she's
Here's
got
the
her
shot.
hands
Here's the
up.
shot. So Banks is on there. And, oh!
Dude, that little slip, I think that little slip before she comes off,
Man, oh man. So
jaked her up.
yeah, Charlotte sweeps the leg basically. Sweep the leg, Johnny. And down to Sasha goes, hits her face on the steel steps. That ought to be the first fall. Well, maybe she didn't get cut.
No, she didn't. It's her hair in her way.
Her hair saved the day.
Nope.
and still kicks out.
Go
That
on,
didn't make
go
no
on
sense.
bleed her.
Oh,
Go on, bleed her, Charlotte. Bleed her.
Do you think they do that in the WWE?
What?
Between the women?
Yeah, let the women bleed.
I think not only would they do it, I think they
With
would sell
these
it
two.
better.
These two would be the first.
The broadcasters would sell it better if it was the women. They'd be like, "Oh my
Because, I mean,
God,
Lucha
she's trying
Underground-
to kill her."
Lucha
You know?
Underground, they let sexy star bleed on top of the crowd. Like
Right, right.
her blood was dripping in the crowd.
Well, I mean, I think that with WWE, they've come to the understanding about how these kinds of matches can work. And while they still don't do a lot of blade jobs and all that, you have room for it. And you could still, just like they did with Orton and Brock Lesnar, you don't give them a choice. It just happens in the scheme of things, and that's what they do.
Has anybody noticed, and not to change the subject, but how much bigger Charlotte is now than when she was, when she... No, I'm not just talking about her.
Not like fat, but like she has gained muscle.
Like she is... Yeah, because if you look at when she first won the title to now, I mean, she is buff.
And Twitter has got the GIF file, whatever it's called.
Yeah, but she's a ring rat. Not a ring rat.
Easy there.
You mean a gym rat?
Yeah,
a gym rat.
I'm like, you just insulted.
Right.
Way to go, man.
No,
You
yeah.
just called Ric Flair's daughter
But I'm distracted looking
a locker room lassie.
them too. So,
Hold on. Wait.
It's a gym rat. It's a gym rat. I'm sorry.
What's that, Eddie?
Hang on 1 second. Got to do one little thing. Oh, son of a bitch. It just didn't want to work. Now it works. Breaking news, Brian
So we
Taylor.
missed the whole gym rat thing?
No.
Did we miss it?
It was going to be
Oh, dang it.
Let's take a commercial.
breaking news. Corner to corner labels Charlotte Flair gym rat. Film at 11.
No, yeah,
Label-
gym rat. Yeah, she's always in the gym.
Labels her ring rat. Film at 12.
I mean, she is related to Flair, and Flair has Space Mountain. I'm just saying.
What has she got? The
Now,
loop?
I don't. Speaking of that, I don't think the WWE would be ready for that. If she
That would be
totally
crazy. Yeah,
took
put
over
the
her
script on it,
right,
yeah, that would.
right.
Well, you could see them doing that because it puts her as a bad guy. It really degrades her and almost puts her in like a, not that I'd want to say this about her, honestly, but characterizes her as a slut. But the thing is, it is an empowering thing because she's in a position of control, and that's how Flair used it. So you could do it. I don't know how much negative feedback they'd get for it. That's a Ric Flair face. Look at that. Ric Flair
And
schnoz.
could you hear a promo
Oh, yeah.
that I've rented out the entire top floor of the Hilton, and we're having a party tonight?
Woo!
Woo!
You notice how much she stopped wooing?
I did notice that. It's not as much, yeah.
But you can imagine to get some of these younger guys from NXT.
Oh, speaking of wooing, she just wooed. Congratulations, fellas.
So Flair has Space Mountain.
Right.
Charlotte has the Scream Machine.
Wow.
I can't take full credit for that. That came from Eddie.
At least you didn't call it the Yeti or something like that.
Well, I was going to say the mind bender.
Oh, the teacups?
The Matterhorn.
Me and Dana have rented out the presidential suite.
Woo!
And we're going to go all night long.
I mean,
Oh,
could
what
honestly
the-
see him- I could see him do it.
Because she can't be a Cadillac ride, limousine, whatever. Because Cadillac's not a Lexus ride.
Right. Why doesn't she just change it and start using that stuff? I would. I mean,
I think that
Well,
would.
it would pigeonhole her. You know, like now she's kind of going along with her dad, but it's not a
Right.
direct ripoff.
oh, here, going for an armbar. Nope.
Would you sit down?
They really should have given a fall to Charlotte off of that spot with the steps.
Must not have been in the referee's orders.
Yeah. Guess not. You're going to win tonight. But I don't want to do that.
I always love those insults, those one pins where they grab her leg and then they bend, like she just pulls back, like, all right, you bent into you, and now kick out.
I always like the camera shot where you watch the guy that's on his back and he's watching the referee's hand go 1, 2, and you see his head turn and then he goes, ah! Like he's just fooling everybody. See what I did?
Or like Rockstar Spud had no time. He had Maxwell on him, and he was holding Maxwell on him, like he's
Let him
like,
get up.
"Stay here, kid." You know,
You got to give credit to Rockstar Spud. It's a good sport.
you got to give Maxwell credit. He sold it off because when he got up, he's like,
How about Maxwell
"They
doing
start
the
doing
lead?
this," you know.
That was pretty cool. Man, we still got 13 minutes left. Is that clock ticking fast to you guys?
It's hard to say what a WWE
It's
clock.
a WWE clock.
It's just like the Rumble. It's just like the Rumble when you get towards the end, it's like, oh man, we got. I'm not paying the overage on
Send them
the.
all!
And now numbers 10 through 30.
No!
Now taking numbers 10 through 30, every personality of Mick Foley.
Now, watching this the way that we've seen Charlotte and Sasha perform before, So far, after selection, would you say this is on par with their previous matches and possible match of the year candidate?
Definitely not match of the year.
Yep.
I think it's not too far behind. They've screwed a couple of spots. They haven't been as crisp.
Yep.
For me. It's a solid match, though. I mean, it could pick up in 12 minutes, but...
How many stars would you give it on the Smeltzer scale?
Oh, on the Smeltzer.
Why'd you have to bring him up?
Yeah, it's Smeltzer. It's the Smeltzer scale. That's what we go by now.
Yes.
The Smeltzer scale.
I was reading his debates with...
how many stars?
Matches. It's kind of sad.
How many stars? Is it five
There's
stars?
5.
5 stars.
5.
What do you think, Ron? I go 3.75 right now.
3.75.
3.90 maybe. Somewhere.
I would go 3.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, there's
No, just like Star Search. I would go 3 3/4 stars.
there's been some bad.
I just think that they're in it for the time limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the other matches, they had a pace. They had this. It just seems like they're in no fast hurry. But as a match, I mean, I think it's a great match, especially a great women's match.
Yes.
And it's just not to the bar that they've set for themselves.
Which isn't
I
necessarily
mean, I would have liked
thing.
I'd like to see any diva, like women in the back locker room, go like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
ouch!
Turn around! I said, turn around!
Smack up!
If you don't turn around, you're gonna go face
and
first.
fall number 1 goes to Charlotte.
Yep, Charlotte gets the first one.
Oh, we was close, kid.
Yes! About to start a Daniel Bryan chant.
Yeah.
Viva la revolution!
Again, if it was crisper, I'd probably put it in the 4s, but they're,
But this is brought to you by Toys R Us.
Where a kid can be a kid.
I mean, would I be in an Iron Man match with any of those? Nah.
Yep.
No, you wouldn't.
Would you do the JOB? The BPV?
Where a kid where a kid can be a kid.
Rob's ring name would be 3 Pump Chump.
Oh.
Brought to you by my manager, Millimeter Peter.
Oh. Greatest 3 seconds of my life. That's all I know.
Where a kid can be a kid.
Damn near broke my neck.
I still got it. Ooh.
Stan!
Well, this is going to call Charlotte right
What's
here.
up, Eddie?
Eddie's just like, y'all are stupid.
No, you missed the text message, Stan.
Out of mouth.
Oh,
man.
Rob.
Conveniently. Hey, we got to take our first break of the evening as it is. As we wait for the network to reset itself. We'll be right back here on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network. Corner to corner. We'll be back in
Pro Wrestling Radio.
and ProWrestlingRadio.net. Yes, of course.
.net.
.net.
We've got to help all UK people.
Hey, shout out to the peeps up in London and the Netherlands and Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We'll be right back.
Heart boys.
Hook us up.
What?
What's up,
Hey.
everybody? It's Stan Grubb for Corner to Corner Wrestling Radio and the Beyond Ringside Radio Network. Hey, join us every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as the triple threat of wrestling radio goes live every week, giving you their thoughts and opinions on the world of professional wrestling. Myself, Brian, and Rob, all live, all here for you. And as my good friend Rob would say, from corner to corner and pillar to post, we bring it to you every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. BeyondRingside.com and ProWrestlingRadio.net.
Sunday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern here on BeyondRingside.com. Join us for the Midnight Black Mass. Myself, the Reverend Dan Wilson, brings you the dark gospel of professional wrestling, uncensored, unedited, uncut, and not for the faint of heart. You can find out more about us at youtube.com/pottyhumor or subscribe at Potty Humor on iTunes and Stitcher today.
The To Be Determined Show live Wednesday nights, 9 Central Standard Time. Join myself, the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, the Grand Design, Clyde Braddock, and the Magic City Runner, Fast Eddie Lane, as we take you to the edge of uncensored. Yes, we go uncensored, so make sure you have your earmuffs. Ask your parents, for those of you that are a little young, maybe under 18, but make sure if you have any heart conditions or any mental defects, please listen because they may take effect right here live every Wednesday night, 9 Central Standard Time. Beyond Ringside Radio Network, beyondringside.com.
Howdy, friends. This is the Magic City Motormouth, Fast Eddie Lane, with your invitation to join yours truly, along with Mark Mabo Bowman and the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific, for Beyond Ringside Live. Wrestling, mixed martial arts, sports talk, and a whole lot more. Keep your eyes open on BeyondRingside.com for all of upcoming show information, and of course, catch us on social media as well. Until then, we'll see you this Sunday, 6:30 Eastern, for Beyond Ringside Live on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody, to hour number two of Corner to Corner, live on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network, ProWrestlingRadio.net. We are live for Roadblock, end of the line, and Charlotte and Sasha Banks coming to the closing moments of the Iron Woman 30-minute matchup. Right now, it is Sasha Banks up 2-1.
Well, yeah, but we did lose about a minute buffering. So.
That's right. So if your feed is a little bit ahead of ours, don't be surprised.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it.
Right.
Yeah, don't you tweet me, don't spoil it.
Right.
That's an immediate block.
Right.
An immediate delete.
To tweet me, bro.
And you might make the list.
You just missed that one.
No, I guess I did, yes.
To tweet me, bro.
To tweet me, bro.
That's what he is
look at that.
The BC bandwagon.
Woo!
Come on, let me hear you.
Put him up. Let's see Wolf ears.
Hey, wait. Since Cody has now signed on with the Biz Cliz,
yeah,
I'm all over it. But here's
look. He's been
No, we got to hear you say it.
okay. No, here's the thing, and let me go ahead and give you this one. If you have listened to what I have said and how I've said it, I was not a fan of Adam Cole being the ROH champion and the leader of the Bullet Club. Why? Because Adam Cole, to me, Adam Cole, baby, is not Bullet Club material. Adam Cole is more suited for Evolution, Horseman, yes. Bullet Club, no. Because he never comes across on television as someone who knows how to cut up, goof off, have fun, and be a smartass like the rest of the damn Bullet Club did, including AJ.
Hey, Eddie, we want you to text us your address and your shirt size. We're going to send you a club shirt.
That's right.
And it's not one of these new knockoffs. I mean, it's going to have the patch on the sleeves and everything.
The New Japan logo on the back.
Yep, nothing but the best.
I figured you're going to send me a corner-to-corner shirt.
We will
do
that also.
Our guy who's supposed to be getting the shirts is about 8 months behind. So
we're supposed to have them for Legends Fest, and then I'll be a legend by the time we get one.
You might be.
We might have them by the old folks' home.
Hey, we can put World Tour on the back.
Well,
and then list the networks we're on. That would be kind of cool.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah. See how easy it is to come up with a shirt idea, Stan? Like that.
And all you got to do is go click.
Yep, click.
Click.
Now we got a logo.
We do. You're right. I have no argument for this, so I will just step back and take a small bow.
Okay, guys, I think I'm about a minute.
The last 15 minutes, did you ever scratch the surface of a Red One answer?
You should.
Oh, no way. Look at this.
Here goes.
Oh, what I tell you?
Ends in a tie.
I told you they're going to give them more time.
5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
No, sudden death overtime.
What's that?
Sudden death overtime.
Yeah.
All righty, here we go. That's going to be awesome. pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, actually, I got tickled at Amber O'Neill one time. And Amber, I love you to death, darling. You know this to be fact. I was working with her on a show with Global Championship Wrestling, and we were working down here in Alabama. Lo and behold, at the end of the night, she and I are talking. We took a picture, and I think I put it up on social somewhere, maybe Instagram. And then lo and behold, she actually wanted to charge me for a damn red Bullet Club shirt.
What?
I'm not kidding you.
A red one.
Yeah,
I want a red one.
A red one. I haven't
Should she
seen a
charge
red
you
one.
for it?
I wasn't going to buy the damn thing.
Hey,
I'm sorry, you don't good brother the brothers and the sisters.
Hey, you're on the fringe of the BC right now. You have to pay to play. You know, you got to show your loyalty.
show love.
I
You
did.
got to fall for the Adam Page scam.
Yes.
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 You got to get bamboozled.
You got to
Sorry.
get.
I don't
you gotta
care
get
if you got a
hung by
photo.
the hangman.
I don't care if you have a photo session ticket, an autograph ticket. Hey, I tell you what,
Here's what I'm
you
doing.
give me $15, I'll give you an autograph and a T-shirt.
But that, okay, fine. And sooner or later, you just give up. All right.
It's on me.
Yeah, but the question is, if you don't give him the ticket, how do they know how to pay him?
Whoa.
Good point.
When did Sasha's face get busted?
Oh, Eddie, you're killing me.
Damn it!
Restart your damn Xbox.
Restart the
Yeah,
Xbox.
then we'll be 5 minutes.
Yeah, right.
behind.
We'll never catch back up. Jeez.
Her mouth was busted up a few minutes ago.
Well, I'm surprised that, honestly, the way she landed on that steps.
Now, I'm shocked that didn't cut her wide open.
Well, if she was going to blade, she couldn't with the camera up her nose.
Oh, and in a small package. And no, ha ha ha.
Oh, I think.
Charlotte about to get angry.
Oh, yeah, she's bleeding now.
Oh,
Oh,
yep, there it
her
is.
nose.
Is it in the mouth or the nose?
Could be the nose.
Her nose.
Yeah,
Put
I think you're
gloves
right
on,
with
Ref.
the nose.
What was that?
Ref ain't got no gloves.
Charlotte just falls.
Well, you gotta sell it.
Okay. Sasha trying to pull herself up on the rope, not having a whole lot of
Hey,
luck.
Rick, where's that towel?
Oh, look at that bank statement. Nice.
Oh,
That's
wow.
nasty. Wow. Charlotte is not having a whole lot of fun right now.
Charlotte's like, I don't want my hair to look like my
So
dad's.
let me ask you something. Why wouldn't you just kind of roll out of that like she's now doing?
Oh,
Done.
I don't know, but that's a lot of blood on Sasha's face. That's nasty.
Oh.
I think Rob might be right. That might be broken.
What's
Oh.
that, Eddie?
Nothing. I can't tell you for another minute.
There you go. That's the
Attaboy.
way to play.
Hold on.
Look at this jaked up figure four.
Breaking news.
There you go.
Look at all that blood on Sasha. I mean, she is jacked up.
There we go. There we go.
Man.
That's a little bit better. What happened to the ref rules? Did they not get the rules tonight? Oh,
God, that's sick.
Nakamura beat Joe.
Yep. To successfully retain the title after the
I'm just throwing Charlotte.
surprise win in Japan.
We got to keep the
And
show.
then in the
moving.
cage match, he retains. There's a story going around that Samoa Joe is hurt, nursing quite a few injuries right now.
Not to mention he needs to come up and take away the title from Kevin Owens.
Zack Ryder
Full
might
on
be
figure
hurt.
eight here. Yeah, Zack Ryder shattered his patella, out 4 to 6 months. Had surgery this past week. Sasha taps. That's it. Charlotte regaining
Oh, look
the
at
women.
this.
Oh, there's angry Charlotte girl.
That's what I was laughing about.
Wouldn't that be Sasha? Angry Sasha.
Sasha
fan?
and Charlotte continue the streak.
Yeah, angry
Yeah.
Sasha fan.
Of swapping the title back and forth.
Charlotte is Miss PPV and Sasha's Miss Monday Night.
I think Sasha's probably going to have an injury.
She can be Monday or Tuesday if she wants. I mean, Saturday, Wednesday. She can be any night she wants. I mean, I'm happy with that. We're not talking about
Only in your dreams. Oh, now the ref comes out.
Maybe Triple H said, "Don't do nothing. Just let it finish."
No, you've seen.
Oh, look at the other angry fans.
You've seen orders for the refs.
All the legit boss fans out there. And Twitter's already got the angry fan over here. That's one dejected-looking kid.
Yep. That's almost like Ms. Girl.
Yeah, it is. Oh, there's fans in the front row crying.
Like they are.
Jeez.
She is very hated.
Everybody's like, this is like Circa last month.
Yeah, this isn't like one of those, I can't believe she won. It's just, oh, okay, moving on.
But
Here's
here's
one thing missing from Charlotte's entrances. Dun, 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 dun. John Cena!
But here's a question: if Nia Jax is in the picture, why are you going to put her in Charlotte
That was a nasty shot.
See, I thought after the last when she beat Charlotte, I thought then that would have put Nia Jax right back in it.
Yeah.
Because if you keep doing the whole rematch crap, like you're never not going to have a rematch.
Oh.
Right?
You know, because she beats Charlotte, she gets a rematch. You know, vice versa. It happens. But, you know, then what was the point, like you said, what was the point of the Nia Jax angle a few weeks ago of,
Yeah.
you have to go through me?
Way to go, Charlotte. This is her fourth reign?
Fourth reign, and you would think she'd be over the crying by now.
I hope she got the fingers up.
Wow.
What a picture!
I still think they should have did something with Rick. Have him come out there and do the double cross on Sasha.
Yeah. Well, they set it up.
Yeah, would have worked.
Like, they didn't
I'm a
want,
woman.
they didn't want, they
the
didn't want to
millennial
pay
fan
Rick's,
would-
I'm a
Okay.
woman.
The millennial fan wouldn't have gotten it.
they didn't want to pay his hotel bill.
Ha!
Well, here's hoping Sasha's okay. Get well, Sasha. Hopefully her nose ain't broke.
Oh, it's broke.
It's broke.
That's broke. Man.
She calls the ref back
You come
down.
raise my hand.
You come get these ropes.
Like Alexa Bliss when the ref's raising her hand last month. She's like, raise my hand. I am, you like, what do you think I'm doing?
Hey, that's Alexa Bliss.
Mm.
5 feet of fury.
I don't know. She may just have a bloody nose. I can't get a good look at her face.
They got to do kayfabe because she's like, I can't go up the aisle until she's gone.
Well, if it is broke, though, hopefully they'll give her the same thing they did to Cena, so she won't have the black eyes tomorrow.
She'll have that robotic surgery where she just magically heals.
Yeah.
I still don't know how they did that. Cena's nose was clearly broke,
Yeah.
and the black eyes never appear. 15 on 15 Raw Rumble.
Oh, there we go. AJ wins. Wow,
Damn.
player versus player. What? Bump.
He wins every.
Wrong roster? I'm sorry.
He wins every.
I like AJ, man.
Yeah, Rob's almost sound like a hater.
Oh, he's like, AJ wins. It's the same commercial. AJ wins on every commercial. Same commercial.
Who we
Don't
got
be a
over
hater,
here?
man. Don't be a hater.
We got
Now,
a
is
hater?
the Royal Rumble a combined pay-per-view?
Yes.
Yes.
It's one of the big
So-
four.
One of the big four, yeah.
Is it like if a SmackDown guy wins, he gets it? Is it like they used to do, where he could have his choice of what world title he goes after, or is it he's got to go after that
That's a
title?
good question.
Good.
Boo! Nobody wants to see you. Get off the screen, Pittsburgh chumps. I mean Steelers.
Oh, look, there's your boy.
D'Angelo Williams. Shouldn't have let him go.
Now you're like, oh, no, she's Steelers. I don't know.
Shouldn't have let him go.
Folded like a cheap suit.
Damn it.
All right, who's winning the Cowboy game?
Dallas is ahead 17-13.
Cowboys?
Yep.
All right.
Third quarter, 9:01 left.
Every year you say that. Redskins need the Cowboys to win.
Damn, that just sounds awkward.
I think my bookie needs the Cowboys to win. I, on the other hand, want the Cowboys to win.
Charlotte, Sami Zayn, and the new tag team champions on Raw Talk with Booker T and Lady in Blue.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, who is the new hooker?
Raw Talk with Booker and villain name here.
Eddie just said, "Who is the new hooker?"
New girl on the new. What do you call it, Brian? Gym rat, ring rat.
It's reserved only for Charlotte. So coming up on main event time, it's going to be Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns for the Universal title. The U.S. title is not on the line.
What?
That's correct.
That's some crap.
The
The U.S. title should be on the line.
Triple H runs out tonight.
Nope. Seth Rollins is in the match.
Right.
Jericho runs out to make the save for Owens.
I think.
Rollins runs
Oh,
out.
Stan. Dear Lord.
I prefer you just call me Stan, but okay.
Dear Lord, Stan.
What?
You just ruined it for me. I'm going to wind up pitching a fit again.
Why? Because I got it right?
Yeah.
Well, I figured that's the way they do it. Yeah, have Jericho run down to help Kevin Owens. Rollins runs down to run Jericho off. Triple H runs down. Boom. That's how Owens comes away as still champ. The best friends team are Y2K.
I mean, the way Rollins carries the title.
Rollins carries the
I mean, whoever that dude is.
Reigns.
Keep it together, man.
Non-popular rock.
Only I get to make those mistakes.
You don't
Roman
like
Reigns.
how he carries the belt?
I mean, you should
what?
You should carry the belt. Like,
Carry the belt.
Why you sling it over your shoulder like that?
Well, isn't that how you carry a belt?
Not like that.
You put it around your waist?
I do.
You
I'm
ever-
getting ready to put the title that I got over on the shelf around my waist.
Uh-oh.
You don't
You about
want
to
to do
strap
that.
up?
You don't want to do that. That's what we should do.
$1 bill, y'all.
We should one for the books.
Oh
we'll
my
let
God.
we'll let me be color commentator
One
as
last ride.
you two go at it.
Oh, I like that.
Wait,
we should do one as the books.
Hold on.
One for the books. I'll be the color commentator while you two go at it.
Don't you mean you two go at it?
No, I am very Mark Madden like, whereas you two stink. So you two beat the tar out of each other, and I'll call it right
Wait.
down the middle.
Mark Madden like.
Yeah, I'll call it
Are
right
you
down the
saying you're a
middle.
big guy?
I'm a big guy.
I'm just saying.
Am I? I'm not as tall as Rob.
He doesn't want to talk
I'm
to
not
you.
as tall as Rob. But
Rob,
I probably got a few pounds on Rob. You is questionable too, but I think
Hey.
I'm probably
Hey!
The little man of the group has gone to the
I'm a big man.
to the dog side.
I don't think nobody can power bomb Stan anymore.
That's right.
Except
All
the,
right here.
the only thing that power bombs him is the buffet and the beer.
Stan is very Kamala-like.
He's,
Fine.
and he draws
all I
pictures
need
on
now-
his stomach.
Where kimchi at?
I was going to say all I need now is kimchi. Here it comes. The most
Catcher-
exciting wrestler in the world today. Except,
And the best
you know,
thing that's ever happened to Catcher Vest since the Sandlot.
since D'Lo Brown.
All right, can I take a moment to interrupt?
Interrupt.
Go see Star Wars Rogue
Rogue
One.
One.
You little tricks.
Wow. So what you're saying is, if there's fans out there that haven't seen Rogue One,
You
they're
should go
little
see it.
tricks.
Yeah.
You just insulted our fan base.
It's not like you
The,
haven't done it from time to time.
The
And I
words,
know this guy's done it from time to time.
the words this evening from Brian
Insulted their
Taylor
fan base.
do not reflect the opinions of those that be on
Right.
Ringside Radio Network.
Those of us who can't go to the movies
Yeah.
at a drop of a hat.
Say Brainbuster the way they do it in New Japan.
Brainbuster! More crew. So far that I know of, we don't have any listeners over there. Over there. That's a long way away.
You know what does suck though about getting that stupid thing? I get it 1 week before the final show of the year.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
I got to wait for Tokyo Dome.
that's right. Wrestle Kingdom 11. Now, that is going to... We were talking about it last week.
HDMI cord, you can watch that shit on TV.
Well, we were talking about that because it's not going to be on pay-per-view.
Right. The
Only on
way-
New Japan World.
Only on the network.
It's a $9.99 per view.
Hi there.
If that translates to $8,
$9.99.
I think it's like $8.49 here though. It's 9.99 yen.
Rob's taking some from column A and some from column B over here. You never heard that? Never mind. I'm not going to go too far into it. We're just going to keep it moving. Main event time.
You were so mad. Why you get so angry?
Sorry, Mr. Miyagi.
Why you bring fucking seal?
What?
Oh,
Oh, man. You know,
what we need is to devise a button so like I can have it in my hand, and then when I hit it, it'll give Eddie a 30. Oh yeah, it would give Eddie a delay. You know, that much of a delay, so he could.
so you want
He
him?
would hit the button just like they do on TV. It'd be like, beep, okay.
So,
you know, like-
so you want him to have a dump button? Exactly.
No, yeah, him.
Yeah.
But I would have control of the button here, saying, "Oh, here comes one."
Oh,
See
okay.
if you can catch it. You know,
See if you can catch
so we'll play a game. His screen will light up like, oh crap, it's coming.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
God.
It's about to get crazy.
Yeah. And he's like this, just staring at his keyboard. Wait for it, and then say, and he misses it, just like that. You see how easy that was?
Oh, God.
There you go. You said the wrong
Is he
the other
even?
word.
Is he even there? I haven't heard him.
Yes, he's right
He's
here.
rewinding it, taking it out.
He gave up.
The last thing that on our tape says is, Charlotte Flair wins.
See,
Every
and
flatline.
I really hate to do this, but that whole setup about I'm going to warn Eddie in advance before I say it is so 2014.
2014.
That's not cool, man.
What's 2014? What happened
A
there?
former
Oh,
entry
no,
used
okay,
to
all
say
right,
all
let's-
the time, I'll just warn him. I'll just tell him.
Hey, Eddie, mark this down.
Get the button ready. Mark this down.
Yeah.
The button, buddy. I'm gonna say
So
something.
he just smarked me out. Is that what he said? He just smarked me out.
Now don't get ragey.
Oh,
To which I can only say one thing right now.
Standing catches.
Brian catches
I
a
think
clue.
he
Film
just
at 11.
smarked me out. And he said, "Don't get ragey."
Yeah.
Ragey.
rage.
Smart rage.
Yes, I got it.
Oh, okay. You didn't laugh at that.
And meanwhile, back at the ranch over at the Beyond Ringside Studios,
Yeah, I'm just watching out the window there. Yeah, I'm just watching out the window there. Look out the front.
I'm
and
sorry.
Did he say he was the CEO?
I just got kicked out.
what
the heck?
Of what?
They just
Well,
make
you
a
shouldn't be
CEO
saying
beyond
you're
ringside.
I think he just basically just gave us the outro.
No, he didn't.
And on behalf of Beyond Ringside,
We gotta go. He just WCW Halloween Havoc crap. Oh my God! Who is it? Click.
And
you
here,
thought it was the main event.
hey guys, and here's the upcoming show promo for Corner to Corner.
You can never have enough nerds, freaks, and weirdos. You know what I'm saying?
Silence. Your
You-
silence
wait a minute, y'all could
is
could
Here
y'all
it comes, corner to corner. Sundays at it doesn't matter when it comes on.
Yes, that is a midget between my legs.
I own this mother.
And he stopped.
I own this mother. I own this
wait a
mother.
minute. Hold on. Are y'all not hearing the sound effects that are running through the system right now?
Correct, sir. We're not hearing any.
I'm only hearing the voices in my head.
Okay, never mind then, because I've been running everything from Bad News Barrett. I've got some bad news for you to a dun 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 to the world news tonight to everything from the Triple H to you can never have enough nerds, freaks, and weirdos. You'll hear them in post production. You'll hear them on the finished product as it goes out.
Woohoo!
And the last one I actually did was, yes, that is a midget between my legs.
Wow.
So I'm still trying to figure, you should be able to hear these running directly into the Skype line because everybody else can.
No.
It must be my special laptop. My special laptop. Hello, laptop.
His laptop has a parking space.
It does. Permanent parking pass.
At Dollywood.
Oh, the audio is all the normal, same stuff.
So is mine over here. I mean, everybody else can hear it.
Hey, this will be cool, though, because this will force people
to download
it, yeah.
If you want to hear the elaborate VIP version.
That's right.
For
$9.99.
Even a 747.
There goes Kevin Owens, the master of the headlock.
So do you think that New Japan took a shot at WWE?
Oh, yeah.
At 999 yen, which in U.S. dollars is like $8.40.
Yeah, I think...
I think that's just a straight shot.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel sorry for the bookkeeper. Why can't we have round numbers? God.
That was funny. That was funny.
You know, like WWE's bookkeeper sitting there going, why can't we just go $10? Come on. $10 a
Well,
month.
then you'd have fans going, but it was $9.99. What, now it's $10? I'm not doing it.
Yeah, but I think there's actually something behind why stuff doesn't round up.
Under $10, it's psychological. They mess with your mind.
No, I think
that and they get federal assistance.
You can look it up online. There's
WWE's on food stamp.
Yeah, WWE.
It's them farmers.
Go Section 8 this
It's
time.
the farmers?
Yeah, there was something years ago that when they started pricing stuff, they wouldn't round it.
The kid over there, don't get up, Kevin. Stay down.
So do you think if we watch New Japan long enough, we can start talking Japanese?
Hi.
Well, if you watch Dor Diego long enough, you can speak Spanish, so yeah.
Well, yeah, that is true. That is true. I have picked up a few words from Dor.
Yeah, well, I don't think
Pendejo.
I was about to say, I knew that wasn't Dora.
But you see how I slipped that one in there, big guy.
Well, but okay, look. First off, thank you for looking below my belt line to know that I am the big guy. But other than that, we always wondered about that. Okay, to which I'm going to come back and do this. If you didn't hear the sound effects on the other computer, which is the same as the Skype computer, can you hear this one?
Then where, oh where are my WWE ice cream bars?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to know where our ice cream bars are, damn it.
And even though I'd be a little scared if I found some at this point.
Oh.
But the Wrestle Crate, when you look at their picture, has the ice cream bar in it. Yeah. So how bad would those be?
They're not frozen anymore. They're just sludge. It's like a Jello mold.
Here's a Jimmy Snuka ice cream bar.
I promise you, Snuka.
But don't hold it against you.
This is not a good main event.
Well, we're not.
It's
really
got Roman Reigns in it. What do you expect?
This is
Rob
not really
voted for Roman Reigns as the worst wrestler.
No, I don't waste time on Roman Reigns.
Oh.
Yeah, every once in a while you just need a
Instead of
match
Neville,
like
he
this.
should be the person creativity forgot.
Wow.
You know?
You're just jealous because you don't have one of those cool, swaggy little chest protectors.
I do.
Swaggy.
It's called Kevlar.
Kevlar.
Oh yeah. I don't really have a response for that. Moving on.
Mine doesn't change colors like that every month, though.
Oh! Batman's got...
Oh, the little kid yelling at him.
There's only so much you can sell, like the big guy coming off the steps onto your chest. You know, there's only so much, like... you know?
He can't... knock the wind out.
Roman Reigns ate craft services before he came.
Oh.
It's all over the ring apron.
Funny.
Didn't throw up, though.
Looking creepy guy, though. I mean, his shirt is half unbuttoned. His tie is all down.
He's getting all hot and bothered.
He's getting molested by the woman next to him.
Ding, 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 ding.
I wonder if the reason
he gets all hot and bothered being this close to Roman Reigns is Roman.
Wonder if the reason we couldn't hear the sound effects was because it was on the other computer.
What do you
Edward.
mean?
Well,
No,
you just said it was
Edward?
You just called him Edward.
Yeah. But see, that's the funny part about it. Remember when you would do, it may have something to do with the Xbox, because remember when you were doing Shooter's Gallery?
Yes.
Morton.
I was using the same computer for the sound effects, sound drops, as well as the Skype line.
Edward and Stanley.
So you
They're making fun of us over here, buddy.
They always
We don't
do.
have to take this.
See, Stan, I made a New Year's resolution early that I was going to be a kinder, gentler Eddie for the calendar year 2017. But unfortunately, it's still 2016, so everybody's still open game. So if you really want me to open fire, pipe bomb.
Just don't aim it at me. I didn't do nothing, man. I'm just sitting here.
Trust me, I work with Wicked Nemesis and Reverend Dan Wilson. I can break hashtag #HellDamnAss better than anybody.
He's feeding us flashcards, by the way, Eddie.
I would never do such a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't have good enough writing for flashcards.
Hence the reason the shirts haven't shown up. They still say Stan Grubb presents Corner to Corner.
Yeah, you do one logo and everybody's a critic all the time.
One logo that you have tattooed to your forearm.
Now, do me a favor. Let me hold on. Let's take it serious for a second, because this is going to be, unless y'all do some stuff on Spreaker, the 2016 season finale for Corner to Corner Radio. And first off, guys, it has been a great year. I have really enjoyed hanging out with y'all. 2017, I have even higher hopes for, because I know there's some things. I know that y'all are working on bringing in some brand new guests for calendar year 2017, but y'all have also had some really good moments in 2016. So as we're looking at about 20 minutes before the top of the hour. By the way, program note, the Midnight Black Mass will be airing tomorrow evening at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Once again, that is going to be December the 19th. But I want to go ahead and throw this one out there. Go around the horn and give me your personal high points as far as on air and in wrestling in general for calendar year 2016. Brian, I'll go to you first.
Just that we happened to pull off a full year with only one argument.
That wasn't an argument. We did okay.
No, that was an argument.
That was a quiet and click argument.
Yeah.
It was an awkward
That was
silence.
a Rob sitting there going, anyway, everybody, hello.
Yeah.
It was Rob cueing us to go out because neither one of us were going to. No,
Like, look at the time. We gotta go.
Rob, what do you think? Highlight, spotlight moment of 2016?
I liked our live broadcast that we did at like Legends Fest.
Yeah.
We really need to start doing more of those.
Yep.
Make it more of a priority in our schedule to go to visits. But like, I mean, we're so close to Maryland Championship Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're less than 2 hours away. Like,
And didn't they have an event last night in the MCW Arena, or Friday night at the MCW Arena? I think, what was it, Dragon Gate Evolve?
You have to ask Stan. He is there at MCW.
That was House
reporter.
of Hardcore. House of Hardcore.
Oh, that's right.
22
House of Hardcore was there.
And 23. So Friday and Saturday night. The Steel Cage match with Tommy Dreamer and Matt Hardy was great. You had run-ins from the Sandman, Raven, and Jeff Hardy, which ultimately caused Broken Matt Hardy to win. So that was pretty cool.
That works.
Was Velvel there?
No, neither was Bubba Ray. Or Bully Ray, or whatever Ray.
Stan.
Oh, he was in Texas. That's right. He was in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
So they would have been in Texas. Yeah.
Ah, gosh.
That's right.
My highlight or spotlight moment.
It's when I ran my.
Whoa! Whoa! I'm gonna have to tell you hit the brake, pump the brake a little bit there.
Oh, you like the pump? It's okay.
It's when Brian threw his pelvis in my busted my nose.
That's never a highlight. That's more of a nightmare. I think show-wise,
And this is sober, folks. This is real sad.
show-wise, I think the road shows are my favorite. Where we're just shooting the breeze as we were driving to either Charlottesville for the WWE show, driving to Charlotte.
Oh, well, screw both of you. Because I'm pretty sure I was sick on one of them.
and
fell
and
asleep
asleep
on the other. Yeah. Screw you guys.
Let's go to Brian. Hey, Brian, what do you think?
My cheesy poos.
Well, you were sick as a dog at Legends Fest, but you still managed to do all right. I think, as far as wrestling-wise, I think the best thing we've seen this year may have been just the rapid-fire signings that we saw, went from AJ Styles to the Club to Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, just all of these top-notch talents going to WWE and making a large impact.
And we still have Roman Reigns.
The anti-Reigns section is still strong with
Don't
this
get
one.
it. I mean, you got all these great names and great talents, and we're still stuck watching him.
Ouch.
Well, what's the new one that just got signed? Hero?
Well, here's the thing about that. Chris Hero, we reported on it last week, apparently is making his way back to WWE. Negative feedback from him directly, claiming that he really is disappointed with irresponsible journalism. So I'm thinking that they were trying to sign him on the low, and because it got reported, it ruined any possible surprise they could have had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, aside from that, the only other highlight would be the interviews we had with Del Wilkes and with Tom Filsinger. Both of those were good.
We gotta get Tom Filsinger back on next year.
We do. We need to get him back on. And
when's the anniversary of that match?
Oh, that would be October, I think.
Oh,
yeah, we had that. That was one of our first ones.
Yeah, but we've been. Oh, you mean October of last year?
Yeah, I think we missed our window on the 1 year.
Well, I think we need to do it as a New Year's show, New Year's countdown or something.
But to send out a feeler to him, I'm sure he'd come back on. I have sent out emails out to former Queens of Combat champion.
Don't give it away.
And a few others said,
Don't give it away.
Wait, you want me to give it away?
Don't give it away.
Okay, I won't give it away. I have sent out some feelers out for guests. I send out emails all the time, guys. It's not like I don't
can't even
send
get
them.
us T-shirts.
Man.
Do you send out emails like you go up to talent and ask them questions?
Do your emails wear glasses that you constantly push? Hey guys, hey guys.
I mean, there's only so much you can say.
I'm what Matt Hardy would call a spot monkey, and I would really love for you to come on my show.
I've got a show that I film.
Well, hey, if you guys want to type up an email, if you think you can do it better, by all means. Oh, here's our attorney at law, Brian Taylor, bow tie and everything.
Brian P. Taylor, attorney at
Esquire.
And our legal representation is
the
not
preponderance of the evidence is clear.
If the glove does not fit, you must acquit.
If Stan cannot get the reply in emails, he must send another.
I mean, is this an indication that maybe they just don't want to deal with me? Because even the people that
hey, let's not talk about failure.
Negatives.
Let's talk about show.
Pain. It hurts.
I'm sure there's
Eddie,
news they want to hear about.
Eddie.
Yes.
What's your highlight of our show?
When you're not on it. When you're not on it.
See,
when Rob's off for Sundays. But I knew it. I've known it all along. I don't want me on this show.
Hey, I'm just the easy replaceable third person.
Hey, bud. Hey. You'll always be Buddy Jack to us.
You're touching.
You know what I'm saying?
Eddie, do you have an answer for what your favorite part of our show is?
Or if we include Eddie, you're the Paul Roma of the group, bud.
Oh, no!
Hey, I've been trying to get an answer in there as soon as May Bryan would actually let me finish the sentence.
What do you got for us?
See, that's the funny part. I had the punchline ready to go right out there, and he ran right over it. Thank you, May Bryan Bro Bowman. And y'all thought I had it easy at the 5:30 time slot central. Yeah, right.
Oh! What the heck is that move called?
Well, this takes you any indication of our main event.
It's like, mother.
Sorry, Eddie. He just did that. I think it's an F-Sync or whatever. What does he call it?
He just did in sync. Oh my God, who? Roman? I knew it was that way.
Oh,
amen, brother. The high five.
No, Kevin Owens does that like Fisherman's Buster or whatever from the top rope.
Right.
I don't know what it's called, but that's a fierce move.
Oh, hey, Roman, hop up. I'm going to fall.
How is that not a pin?
How was that not kicking Roman head all the way across the damn venue? I'm sorry, I'm a minute ahead of y'all guys.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
All right, Shreddy, we're waiting on your...
I've been waiting for a win.
Tactic,
I have been...
We're gonna shut up now.
Horse crap.
I got my finger on the mute button just in case.
We have an easier chance. God, I'm starting to laugh and I can't get the punchline out. In all seriousness.
Spit it out, Lily.
Thank you. Working on it.
You see my superpowers?
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Are we going to put our clothes back on and start fighting crime today?
What if y'all turn around, I'll disappear?
I think that's what
Story
Brian's...
of my childhood.
Story of your childhood, yeah.
Good question.
See, that's the fun part. I don't have to worry about answering a question because I know there's not going to be a window.
Oh!
You finally saw the super kick.
Yes. Yeah, go on.
And there's another one in about 3 seconds.
The Young Bucks would be proud.
Super kick! Too sweet, bro.
Now, in all sincerity, 2016 has been in some ways a good year, in some ways a decent year, and in some ways it has just been effed up the rectum. On a national scene in all walks of life, we've lost some great personalities all the way throughout the year, and in December it just seems like it's gotten worse with losing Florence Henderson, Alan Thicke, first man John Glenn, losing them in the last 3 to 4 weeks. And then, amazingly enough, the second half of this year, we have not lost, amazingly enough, that many notable personalities or legends in the world of pro wrestling, like since from August on. And it's been a relatively quiet... Wrestling's actually had it easy for the second half of the year. First half of the year sucked ass. And I know we've had our own... I've really enjoyed working with y'all on Corner to Corner. It's an experience. It's fun. And you know something? That's what... I made a comment one time, and I stole the Trumpism saying, making radio great again. Actually, I said making radio fun again, which is one of the things that y'all do. Whether you're sticking to the issues, cracking on each other, cutting each other off, stepping on each other's toes, all of the above, wondering exactly how ambiguously gay Stan might actually be at this particular point in time, exactly wondering why Brian does have a pinup of a donkey in his bedroom.
Hey, I'll have you know, though, I went to Scotland in 2001.
Super scared.
And
2001.
And you grabbed a ram by the wrong horns, didn't you?
No. I did bring back a blow-up sheep because it was the coolest damn thing I'd ever seen.
That's true. He actually asphyxiated it and pressed it flat, came back, and just blew the sheep.
So luckily, I did not get stopped at customs because that would have been a hell of a story.
No, you're just on the no-fly list.
He's not allowed to touch the animal.
No, I know some of the women in wrestling. He's not allowed to do customs either.
Oh.
I can return fire with the best of them when I want to. That was actually my B grade material.
B
plus.
Solid B plus?
Yeah, B minus on that one.
Oh, good God. We'll stop the super kick, and I'm going to powerbomb you for the win.
Not for the win.
He never wins with that powerbomb.
Yeah.
It's a dumbass super.
Hey.
Are you surprised that this match has gone as long as it has?
Y'all put your phones up.
Are you surprised that this match has gone as long as it has?
Yes. I am.
And remember, I'm still a minute and a half ahead of y'all.
I don't understand why.
This is the match that will never end.
Why did they have Charlotte and Sasha?
His main event?
As main event.
Universal title.
Well, I mean, they main evented Hell in a Cell.
Right. Different animal, though.
I think we'll see a main event at WrestleMania.
Man. All right, we're getting ready for the Oorah Spear. No. Never mind.
Suck it.
Pop-up powerbomb. Boom.
Set.
Kick out. Oh, foot on the rope.
Oh, so close, Kevin. So close.
You know, I have to say, I really love the LED ramp that they're using on this one, where they have the road going directly all the way up to the top of the ramp using the LED screen. That's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Glad
well,
they kept it
TJ
after
Perkins
WrestleMania.
has got the best one.
Yeah, he's got the whole 8-bit entrance, which is awesome.
I guess they realized they bought it after WrestleMania, and they're like, this damn thing's expensive. We're going to get our money's worth out of it.
I don't blame him on that.
So,
We haven't seen any run-ins yet.
Yes, you will.
Well, thank you.
Charlotte's going to do her.
I bet you it's going to be Jericho.
No, it's going to be Charlotte.
Woo! Well, apparently she likes to be in the ring.
so I think though Kenny O is getting Okada at
Yeah.
Wrestle Kingdom.
At Wrestle Kingdom 11, Kenny Omega has the title shot against Okada. If you're a betting man, and I think some of y'all are, put your money on Omega, because I'm pretty sure that's where that's going. That was kind of a rough spear. They both just kind of collapsed.
I think I'm over 2 minutes ahead of y'all.
You gotta be kidding me.
Maybe 3.
You know what they're thinking right now is they're like, now I can see why people hate Goldberg. This damn thing hurt.
Wait, here's Jericho coming to the ring.
There goes King
You're
Leatherpants.
You're 3 minutes behind.
3 minutes.
Yep.
Commando.
Wait, wasn't 3 count? Didn't they do something about 3 minutes? Who did 3 minutes?
That was Eric Bischoff in
Bischoff.
3 minute warning
Hey.
There you go. 3 minute one.
with a Samoan SWAT team.
There you go.
So Jericho's in the ring, trying to decide if he's going to hit Reigns or Owens.
He'll get Owens.
And he code breakers to Kevin Owens, and that's the match. It's over. Roman Reigns wins by DQ.
Yes.
Referee's out there
No.
talking.
Something tells me Mick Foley comes out.
That's not how it's going to end.
Hey, JoJo.
I like how the ref can now restart matches. You know? Like they've taken the whole point of a commissioner away.
Let's see here. So Jericho hits the code breaker on Kevin Owens. He's going for the belt.
The NWO shirt.
You know what Jericho's thinking? He's like, this has been a lot easier to carry than them 2 belts for all those years.
Okay, got to do something. Y'all are going to...
Okay.
Nah.
Grab the handle for power squeezing.
Oh, Jericho just made nice with Kevin Owens. A friendship that would not die.
Drop him, Jericho.
Aw, they're buddies. They're super friends.
I think I know what the next trade is going to be.
What's that?
Don't be surprised if Dean Ambrose gets traded to Raw.
Really?
Don't be surprised if Dean Ambrose does not find a way to get traded to Raw.
Huh.
For who?
Don't know.
Why would you say Ambrose to Raw? Just to do a Shield reunion?
About another 35 seconds, you'll see it.
Okay.
Where are you right now on your feed?
Jericho
On the couch.
and Owens are taking a powder, heading up the ramp.
Okay, then I'm going to do this. Sorry, guys.
Oh, boy. This is not good for Jericho.
I'd love to find out what Reigns just said.
Fellas, we're about to have my favorite kind of flashback. Yeah, I think we're going old school. Shield style.
Powerbomb through the Spanish announce table. Jericho.
Dang.
So don't be surprised if Ambrose gets traded to Raw in the next month.
Well, I mean, they have been pushing it.
Yeah.
They did it, tribute to the troops?
Yeah.
Yeah. If we can just get Reigns out of the damn comic book flak vest and put him back in a traditional flak vest, you can have all the piping, all the striping, and everything else, but that logo on the front just looks stupid.
I don't really understand what the logo is actually supposed to be.
It's an RR, mirrored.
So he remembers his name.
Oh.
What's your name, bro?
Kind of like why your mom stencils stand in your underwear.
Doesn't stencil.
You know, it's kind of like the old running joke about why do Auburn fans have TGI from their shoes.
What it says is, if found, do not bring him home.
So. Jericho about to go true to table, just like Eddie showed you just a few minutes ago.
Hey, let's like Eddie's Kreskin.
Edward Stradamus.
I like that one. I'll stick with that. Thank you, Stan. I'm stealing that.
You're welcome.
What a concept. I actually take a line from somebody else instead of the other way around.
Well, I only take logos.
There you go.
And shows.
Oh, I didn't take any shows from anybody else.
Keep telling yourself that.
I just
fired. Shoot. You'll see it in 3 minutes. Did somebody say 3 minutes?
Oh! Seth Rollins says, no, you're going to go back down the ramp. Okay.
The worst 3 minutes ever was the marriage of Billy and Chuck.
That was the best. When they finally got the beat down. Wait a minute.
Brian was working on the tattoo.
Oh, this could be bad.
So let's just sit and stare at him.
There you go.
Oh, they want to decide what they're going to do.
But real quick, I'm going to go ahead and do shameless plugs while y'all get the next minute and a half caught up. I want to remind everybody, for those listening live,
enough time for cuddle time.
There you go. Live programming will resume on Monday, the 19th of December, with the Midnight Black Mass. Once again, that is going to be 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 Central. Beyond Ringside, Back to Basics, Tuesday night, back at the regular time, 9:05 p.m. Eastern, 8:05 p.m. Central, 6:05 Pacific. Hey, that's an old TBS time, isn't it? And on the and let me see, on the 21st, the To Be Determined show, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central, and probably the Shooters Gallery. Depends on Shane this week. His day job has had him running crazy. Kind of like my day job did 2 weeks ago. But on the 22nd, the Shooters Gallery should be back to put an exclamation point on the pre-Christmas rush. Depending on what other holidays everybody else is celebrating, I don't know. And like I said, for those who celebrate, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, Groundhog Day version 19.0, it doesn't matter. Just make it a great holiday. And for everybody, we're working on a new app for ProWrestlingRadio.net. So we're going to see how everything works out on that in the very near future. Also going to renew communication with our servers on the 1st of January, or actually 2nd of January, and see about the Apple app for Beyond Ringside Sports Radio. So we're going to try to make that come to fruition in 2017. Gentlemen, last call.
Brian, last call.
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
The party.
There. That's it. That's all I got.
Rob, last call.
You see Roman Reigns holding the belt like Seth Rollins, like. Bye.
The worst part of that powerbomb wasn't the one through the table, it was where he falls off and lands onto the floor. That just didn't look good.
He was rolling.
Raw Talk's coming up.
With Booker and the other woman. Raw Talk's coming on with Booker and the hooker.
Booker and the hooker.
Thank you.
That would be classic, right?
Follow
there.
Brian on Twitter.
Somebody caught it. Somebody freaking caught it. Why do you think I said who's the new hooker?
Charlie Caruso.
Yeah, whatever she is. Brian can be found on Twitter at STRCP21. Rob can be found on Twitter at somewhere.
You got to do yours. That's you can't steal
Rob
my
Hebner.
He's on Facebook at Rob Hefner. He's on Instagram at RDHUWP. And we are on Facebook at Corner to Corner Radio Show, cornertocornerwrestling.com.
Hey, you know your Nintendo's still on, right?
And we are also on the Twitter at C2C Radio Show, Stan from Krypton, for myself, We will see you. Gosh, next Sunday is actually Christmas.
Thank you.
We will see you after Christmas.
Yeah, we'll probably tape that one and put it up somewhere.
Yeah, we will have it available for download probably midweek. If not, maybe just after Christmas. Have a tremendous Christmas. Thank you so much for your support for this year. We will see you next time. Have a great one, everybody.
Are you gonna do the board?
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. Bye.
I can't believe you let him steal my stick.